Hey everyone, welcome back to our podcast where you learn English through real conversations, real emotions, and sometimes real awkward moments.
Yes. Hi, guys. I'm Eva.
And I'm Leo. Today's episode is a little bit different and honestly, kind of personal.
Yeah. Today we're talking about something big, something dramatic, something that might sound like clickbait, but it actually isn't.
Exactly, because today's topic is, this video will change your life.
Okay, Leo, that sounds super intense already. Are we becoming motivational speakers now?
Maybe, maybe not. But today, we'll tell a real story from the internet, a story that went viral on Reddit and TikTok. And we'll talk about habits, mindset, and some English phrases that can seriously level up your communication.
And trust me, this story is wild, but also very relatable.
So, about 2 years ago, a guy posted on Reddit. His username was something like lost at 25. Not very optimistic already, right?
Yeah, sounds like he was struggling.
Exactly. He wrote a post titled, "I wasted my life and I don't know how to start again."
Wow, that's heavy.
Yeah. He said he was 25 years old, had no job, no clear goals, and spent most of his time playing video games and scrolling social media.
Honestly, I think many people can relate to that, especially after the pandemic and all the lockdowns.
True. He wrote that every morning he told himself, "I'll change tomorrow."
Classic procrastination. I'll start tomorrow, meaning you delay something important.
Exactly. But tomorrow never came. He said he felt stuck, like he was watching life happen to other people.
That phrase is actually very useful, to feel stuck. It means you feel trapped in your situation.
Yes. For example, I feel stuck in my job. I feel stuck in my routine. The turning point.
So what happened next?
Here's where it gets interesting. One day, he watched a random video on YouTube. The video was called, "Your life is the result of your daily habits."
That sounds simple, but also kind of powerful.
Yeah, the video explained something called the 1% rule.
Oh, I know that. It means improving just a little bit every day, right?
Exactly. The idea is that if you improve by just 1% every day, the results after a year are huge.
Small steps lead to big results.
I love that phrase. It's very motivational, but also realistic.
Yeah, because sometimes people think they need to change everything at once, and that's overwhelming.
Right. That reminds me of another expression, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Oh, that's a great one. It means don't try to do too much at the same time. Okay, confession time. I used to do that all the time. I would say, from tomorrow, I wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, study English, eat healthy, and read books.
That sounds like a Netflix transformation montage.
Exactly. And guess what? I failed after like 2 days.
Same here. Honestly, I think many people start super motivated and then burn out. So, the guy from Reddit decided to try something very small. He promised himself just one thing, make his bed every morning.
Wait, that's it?
Yep, that was his only goal.
That sounds almost too easy.
And that was the point. He said he wanted a habit he couldn't fail.
Start small, meaning begin with something easy and manageable.
That's actually very smart, because when you complete a small task, you feel proud.
Exactly. That feeling is called momentum. Momentum means when success helps create more success.
After 1 week of making his bed, he added another habit, drinking 1 glass of water in the morning.
Healthy and simple.
Then he added 5 minutes of reading, then 10 minutes of exercise. Slowly, his life started changing.
That reminds me of the phrase, it snowballed.
Yes, that means something grows bigger and bigger over time.
I think social media makes this harder, though. People see influencers who say, I wake up at 4 a.m., meditate, invest, and build 5 businesses.
Yeah, sometimes it's inspiring, but sometimes it's toxic motivation.
Totally. It can make you feel like you're behind in life. Comparison is the thief of joy, meaning comparing yourself to others makes you unhappy.
That's such a powerful quote. Many successful people say that. So, Leo, do you think one video can really change someone's life?
Honestly, I think a video doesn't change your life, but it can change your perspective.
Good point. And perspective changes decisions, and decisions change your future. So, here's the crazy part. The Reddit guy updated his post 1 year later.
Okay, I'm nervous now. What happened?
He got a job, started learning programming, lost weight, and he said he finally felt confident.
That's amazing.
And he wrote something that went viral. He said, "I didn't change my life in one day. I changed it every day."
Consistency beats motivation, meaning doing something regularly is more important than feeling inspired.
That's actually deep, because motivation comes and goes. Exactly. Discipline stays.
Let's be honest, though, sometimes discipline is boring.
Oh, 100%. Nobody wakes up excited to brush their teeth, but we still do it.
Hopefully, laughing.
And this is actually very important for learning English.
Yes, many students think they need to study for 3 hours a day.
But 15 minutes every day is often better than 3 hours once a week.
Practice makes progress, meaning improvement happens through regular practice.
I like that version better than practice makes perfect, because perfect doesn't exist.
True, perfection is kinda overrated. Wait, did the Reddit guy ever explain why he was so lost before?
Yes, and this part is very emotional. He said he was afraid of failing, so he never tried.
That's very common, actually. Fear of failure, meaning being scared to try because you might fail.
He said something interesting. Failing felt scary, but doing nothing felt safe.
Wow.
But later he realized doing nothing was actually the biggest risk.
That reminds me of a phrase. Your comfort zone is dangerous.
Yes, the comfort zone feels safe, but it stops growth.
Okay, random question, Leo. What small habit changed your life?
Probably reading 10 pages every day. It sounds boring, but after a year, I read like 12 books.
That's impressive, actually. What about you?
Honestly, journaling. Writing my thoughts helps me understand my emotions and improve my English vocabulary too. All right, guys, we're going to talk about 3 habits that psychology research says can completely transform your mindset.
And we'll share one habit that most successful people secretly follow but rarely talk about.
Plus, we'll tell another crazy real-life story that proves small habits can change destiny.
And trust me, that story is insane.
All right, if you're still watching or listening, that already means something. It means you're curious about improving your life and your English.
And curiosity is actually one of the most powerful learning tools. If you're curious, your brain is like, okay, I want to know more. And Leo, you promised to talk about psychological research, so don't disappoint us.
No pressure, right? Okay, first habit. It's called the 5-minute rule.
Sounds simple already.
Yeah, and that's why it works. The idea is, when you don't want to do something, promise yourself to do it for just 5 minutes.
That's actually genius, because starting is usually the hardest part. The hardest part is getting started. Meaning, beginning something is usually more difficult than continuing.
Exactly. Studies show that once people start a task, they usually continue longer than 5 minutes.
That's so true. Sometimes I don't want to study English, but once I open a book, I suddenly study for like 40 minutes.
Same with working out. I tell myself, just 5 minutes, bro. And then suddenly I'm sweating and questioning my life choices.
That escalated quickly. Meaning, something became intense very fast. Actually, this reminds me of a story I read on a language learning forum. There was a girl from Brazil who wanted to learn English because she dreamed about working abroad.
Sounds inspiring already.
Yeah, but she struggled a lot. She said grammar confused her, pronunciation was difficult, and she felt embarrassed when speaking.
That's very relatable. Many learners feel shy speaking English. To feel embarrassed, meaning feeling uncomfortable or shy because of mistakes.
Exactly. She almost quit. But then she made one rule: study English for 5 minutes every day.
Let me guess, it changed everything?
Yes, after 6 months, she was speaking confidently. After 2 years, she got a job in Canada.
That's insane in a good way. Psychologists talk about something called small wins.
Oh, I love that concept.
Small wins build confidence, and confidence creates motivation. One step at a time, meaning solve problems slowly and carefully.
That phrase is perfect for life and English learning. Can I admit something?
Of course.
Sometimes when I watch successful people online, I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, social media shows highlights, not reality.
Exactly. Nobody posts videos of themselves lying on the sofa, eating snacks, and watching random videos for 3 hours.
Speak for yourself, I've done that many times.
Same, honestly. Habit number 2, environment design.
Okay, second powerful habit, design your environment.
Wait, what does that mean exactly?
It means changing your surroundings so good habits become easier and bad habits become harder. Set yourself up for success.
That sounds smart. Can you give an example?
Sure, if you want to learn English, change your phone language to English.
That's actually scary but effective.
Another example, if you want to read more books, keep a book near your bed instead of your phone.
Oof, that one hurts. Phones are honestly dangerous for productivity.
Yeah, apps are designed to keep you scrolling forever.
There's even slang for that now. Doom scrolling. Doom scrolling, meaning scrolling negative or useless content for a long time.
And people don't even notice how much time they lose.
True. 1 minute you check Instagram, next thing you know, 2 hours are gone.
And you're like, what just happened? There was actually a famous case of a guy who tracked his phone usage. He discovered he spent 5 hours a day on social media.
That's like a part-time job.
Exactly. So he deleted all social apps for 1 month.
And?
He learned Spanish, started running, and said his anxiety decreased.
That's actually inspiring. Habit number 3, identity change.
Okay, Leo, you said there are 3 habits. What's the last one?
This one is the most powerful. It's called identity change.
Sounds deep already.
Instead of saying, I want to learn English, say, I am an English learner. Or even better, I am someone who speaks English. Fake it till you make it.
That's interesting, because when you change your identity, your actions follow.
Exactly. If you believe you're a healthy person, you naturally choose healthier food.
If you believe you're a disciplined person, you naturally work harder. I once told myself, I'm a runner now.
Were you actually running?
I ran one time, very slowly, very slowly.
Progress is progress. Actually, your identity story reminds me of something emotional I read recently.
Tell me.
There was a bus driver in the UK who always dreamed of becoming a teacher, but he thought he was too old.
How old was he?
42.
That's not old at all.
Exactly, but he believed it was too late. Then one day, a student told him, "You explain things really well. You should be a teacher."
Wow, sometimes one sentence changes everything. It's never too late. Meaning you can start something new at any age.
That comment changed his identity. He started studying at night, went to university, and after 5 years, became a teacher.
That's honestly beautiful. I think many people wait for the perfect moment to start.
Yeah, but the perfect moment doesn't exist. There is no perfect time, meaning you must start even if conditions aren't ideal. Leo, do you think fear ever completely disappears?
Honestly, no. I think brave people are just people who act despite fear.
That's powerful. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Okay, Leo. Earlier you said mornings can be dangerous. That sounds strange. Mornings are usually seen as productive and positive.
True, but mornings are also when people decide what kind of day they will have.
Oh, that's deep.
There was a study that showed something interesting. People who check social media immediately after waking up often feel more stressed and distracted during the day.
That makes sense, because the first thing you see is other people's lives. Start your day with intention. Meaning, begin your day with a clear goal or purpose.
Exactly. Many successful people create a small morning routine that helps them feel calm and focused.
And it doesn't have to be something complicated like running 10 kilometers or meditating for 1 hour.
Yeah, sometimes it's just drinking coffee slowly, writing one goal, or reading one page of a book.
I'm gonna be honest, sometimes my morning routine is just trying to wake up and not hate my alarm clock.
Same here. My alarm clock and I have a very toxic relationship.
Yeah, it rings and I'm like, 5 more minutes, and suddenly it's 30 minutes later. Hit the snooze button. Meaning, delay your alarm to sleep longer.
All right, here comes the experiment I promised. In 1972, researchers conducted something called the Marshmallow Experiment.
Oh, I think I've heard about this, but remind me.
Scientists gave children one marshmallow and told them, you can eat this now or wait 15 minutes and get 2 marshmallows.
That sounds torture for a child.
Yes, but here's the crazy part. Researchers followed those kids for many years.
And?
The kids who waited usually had better grades, better jobs, and better emotional control as adults.
Wow, that's actually powerful. Delayed gratification. Meaning, choosing a bigger reward later instead of a small reward now.
And this connects to habits, learning English, working out, building careers, basically everything.
Yeah, because improvement often feels slow and sometimes boring. This reminds me of one very emotional story I read recently, and honestly, it almost made me cry.
Now I'm curious. Tell us.
There was a man who worked at a supermarket for 15 years. He felt like his life had no direction. He said every day felt the same. Wake up, work, sleep, repeat.
That sounds exhausting mentally.
Yes. One day, his daughter asked him, "Dad, what was your dream when you were young?"
Oh no, that question already hurts.
Yeah, he realized he forgot his dream. He always wanted to become a photographer.
That's actually beautiful and sad at the same time.
To lose sight of your dream. Meaning, forget what you wanted in life.
So he decided to start again. He bought a cheap second-hand camera and began taking photos after work.
That must have been difficult, working full-time and learning photography.
Yes, he said he felt tired, scared, and sometimes thought he was wasting time, but he continued.
Consistency again.
After 2 years, one of his photos went viral online. A magazine contacted him. Later, he became a professional photographer.
That's incredible. And he said something that became famous online. He said, "Your dream doesn't disappear. It just waits until you are brave enough."
Wow, that line gave me goosebumps. Step out of your comfort zone, meaning do something new or scary to grow. You know, Ava, after reading all these stories and studies, I think success isn't about talent or luck.
Then what is it?
It's about showing up, even when you don't feel ready. Show up, meaning appear and try even when it's difficult.
That's actually very true. Most people quit before results appear.
Exactly. Many people expect fast results, but life usually works like planting a tree.
Oh, I like that metaphor.
You water it every day, but you don't see growth immediately. Trust the process, meaning believe results will come with time and effort.
Sometimes people want success like instant noodles, fast and easy.
Yeah, but real success is more like cooking a slow meal. It takes time, but tastes better.
That is the best life comparison I've heard today.
So maybe this video won't magically change your life today.
But maybe it will plant an idea in your mind.
Maybe tomorrow you will start one small habit.
Maybe you will study English for 5 minutes.
Maybe you will write your goals.
Maybe you will finally try something you were afraid of.
You know, people often think big changes happen in dramatic moments.
But usually, big changes start with small decisions. Little by little, a little becomes a lot. If you're listening right now, this might sound simple, but it's important. Your life is not finished. Your story is still being written.
And maybe, just maybe, this chapter is where things start changing.
We believe in you guys, seriously.
And if this podcast helped you practice English, feel motivated, or just made your day a little bit better, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message.
Thank you so much for listening and learning English with us. You guys are amazing.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.